Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Running Real Estate Podcast. I'm Ryan Haley, and I wanted to give you another update as to what we are seeing with the R1 and manufactured home districts here in Ocean City. As of last week, you may recall that I did put out a video talking about the temporary moratorium being put on new short-term rental licenses and the fact that they were going to limit the minimum length of stay in those areas to 5 nights. Had to be a minimum of 5 nights. Well, last week at City Council, things got turned upside down and a new proposal was put in place. And this goes back to the original Planning Commission's recommendation. And their original recommendation was that in the R1 districts and the mobile home districts of Ocean City, that there would be a 31-day minimum on the rentals. Well, wouldn't you know it? In a vote of 4-3, that passed. So at last week's City Council meeting, it now has come out that after 2027, there will now be a requirement that says that all rentals in the R1 and mobile home district have to be a minimum of 31 days in length, which is a very big change compared to what we were talking about previously. So essentially, the short-term rental market would go away in those districts in Ocean City. Now, if you already have an existing rental license, you would be grandfathered in for the next 2 years. So that would be 25 and 26, and then beginning in 27 is when we would see the new changes. So the second reading of this is supposed to happen at this next week's City Council meeting. They're actually going to have to rework the ordinance and go back and change that up and then bring things back to the table. So this is certainly a change, and I would encourage you, if you have any objection to this and or questions about it, that you do attend that meeting or reach out to members of City Council and voice your concern. That would have to be early part of this week. So there you have it. Some additional big changes coming to the rental market. Now, the big question I've been getting is, what areas does this affect? Well, just so you know, R1 is the residential single-family home district, and it is predominantly on the Bayside. So you're going to have your extreme north end of Ocean City, which would include Cane Woods, Montego Bay, Little Salisbury, keep coming down the way, and there's going to be some additional sections on the Bayside that would be included, including as you get down towards 14th Street, Mallard Island, which is on the Bayside there, and a few other pockets of homes. So it's not all of Ocean City. It does not include most of the condos. It doesn't include really anything on the ocean side. So it is limited to the single-family home districts and the mobile home district, which would be predominantly Montego Bay and then a couple parks as you proceed south. So if you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out. We will do our best to keep you updated of any additional changes. As you can see, this has been very fluid. There has been changes just about every week, and we just want to give you the most recent up-to-date information. Once again, it's going to remain an interesting story, and we could see changes to come. So as of today, that is the change when it comes to rental restrictions here in Ocean City. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like this information, please share it with a friend, and we'll talk to you next time on the Running Real Estate Podcast.